What about property management? How do we drill down on property management? What would you say to the listeners?
So property management, understand your options, understand what percentage they're going to be charging, because this falls underneath expenses, right?
Yeah.
And so see what your options are and see what value they're going to bring. Not only what they're going to be charging to manage, but also charging for lease up. Make sure you get all the fees, all the expenses in there. And then that's what you put that in your expense ratio or part of it.
Interview a few different property management companies, because one may say one thing and one may say another. But like Chase said, make sure you know what fees are included. I know our property management charges if you're going to notify a tenant because you want to do a walkthrough or an appraisal if you happen to be selling. There's different fees that they charge along the way. So make sure you know all of those fees ahead of time, because somebody may tell you that they have a lower rate, but it really isn't all said and done because they have a bunch of a la carte stuff added on top.
Yeah, it could be a lower.
Like, are you full
lower,
service or not?
Yeah. And the other way they can hide that a little bit too is, there's value with repairs, right? And there's value in having different maintenance guys come in and controlling the repairs if repairs are needed. But are they going to get a percentage of that or a dollar amount of that? What does that look like? Mm-hmm. Does it make sense? Because there is time and value that maybe they should get paid, but are they going to be more motivated to get a lot of repairs done within your unit because they're getting paid for it? So
are they making maintenance a profit center?
Exactly.
Another income stream for them.
So really just take a close look there.
Yeah, I mean, typically in a property management agreement, it would say the manager's allowed to spend up to $300 a month on just incidental stuff, clogged toilets, broken light switch, without having to tell you. So if every month $299 is coming out of your rent, this is a business model for them. It's just nickel and dime with maintenance as much as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's, you found that out too late, right? We're talking about vetting your income and expenses. This you don't know until later if they're actually doing that. So referrals and interviewing on the front end. I mean, we've interviewed a lot of property management companies together because it is a little bit easier of a number to drill down on, assuming it's apples to apples, right? Because if it's a manager for a whole apartment complex, they're going to have a very low management fee, but you're going to have payroll and marketing and advertising budgets on top of that, which would typically be fixed regardless of your vacancy rate, right? So you have to understand that too. But this number is only as good as your rents, which we'll get to drilling down on rents in a minute, because typically most of your management fee is a percentage of rents, right? So we'll get there. So that's management. This one's a stinker. What about taxes?